Well, there was certainly a revolutionary spirit that felt that it was really possible to change the world, and to change it not in some future date, as we still hope to do today, but immediately. In fact, we wanted to do it as we left the theater. It was that immediate. And when Julian Beck cried out, "The theater is in the street," we went out to make the revolution.
I think that we have found we've been able to travel from country to country and, as it were, bring news, but bring an atmosphere with us, bring with us what we've learned, put what we've learned into our work, and form a kind of connecting link of groups of young people from whom we learn things and to whom we give things, on whom we have an influence and who have an influence on us.
Same. In death we are in communion. In death we are in communion. Every time they shoot a president or another star or a garbage strike or electricity shortage, we are in communion. We look at each other in the eye. We look at each other in the eye only when there is an emergency, baby. An emergency, baby.
Double left flag, double right flag, double red. We are here. It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning.
It really doesn't matter what the reaction is anymore, you know. It's like we do our thing because we believe it. And you either love it or you hate it, groovy, as long as you're not indifferent about it, or as long as you don't get artsy about it and start thinking about it's great theater or it's bad theater.
Breaks that break in that angle with that the steel ring has from the back, so that you don't see the trick so much.
I think your chin should come down a little further. The head thrown very far back isn't good. It has to be back.
To the side.
Because otherwise, I don't know, it gives you...
A process of civilization has succeeded in doing one thing. It has succeeded in making us into feelingless people.
We have to call each other Mr. So-and-so and smile even when we don't like each other, because otherwise we will slap each other down.
By trying to get rid of the barbarism, we've cut off feeling and have armored ourselves against feeling and have become cold and therefore unnatural creatures.
If he doesn't wear a hat, he will become brutalized. If you do not wear that shirt and tie, you in some way become dirty and wretched like the filthy beatniks. If you do not speak in the proper way and address each other in the proper forms, you will become cruel and inhuman to each other.
It was a large arc of experience for those of us who went through it. That began when we opened it, or began really when we started to rehearse it, until the last performance. And some of the performances were riotous and incredible, and many of the performances were up to a certain point frustrating, though in the end, I must say, I feel we always won the day. But, you know, I saw the optimistic side of it. But we opened up something